Well, hello and a very warm welcome to a very chilly Manchester. As you can see, the steam rising off the stadium. There's a few fighters steaming to get forward to the Paralympic Games. They are ready to rumble and we are ready to welcome you. It's great to have you with us. It's Para Taekwondo time, of course, and it is a wonderful joy to see. It's all about kicking, none to the head, all to the body, and who can bank the big points on the path to Paris. And from the regional campus, it's time for the international fanfare. The fans are gathered, and of course we are delighted to be with you in this one. As you can hear, the strains of Oasis wandering through with Wonderwall, and I wonder who is with us in the commentary box. It is our resident expert, Milica Juricic. How are you?
I'm very well, John. Thank you for asking. I enjoyed bronze medal matches. Can't wait for the final one.
No question, we can't wait for the finals. And I'm sure that everybody feels the way we do as well, as we're here for the Grand Prix final, the big one, the last chance to book your ticket to Paris. And of course, the athletes are waiting eagerly in the wings. And I'm sure you're waiting eagerly as well. If you're joining us on Channel 4 Sport for the first time ever, thank you very much. We're delighted to have you with us. You want to understand Paralympic Taekwondo. Maybe you'd like to understand what's going on in terms of the session scheduled tonight. Back-to-back finals, 10 big belters all the way through, and we move up through the weight divisions from women's 47s all the way up to the men's plus 80 heavyweight finals. So there's some big matches, big names, much like Milica in the commentary box. She's an expert. If you're not and you want to understand how the sport works, we can see tonight in terms of the finals, and that's the final four. You'll know the scores on the board as we make our way through. How do you get the scores onto the protectors? How do the athletes conduct themselves in a fight? If you would like to find out, we've got a nice little guide for you to enjoy. Sit back, relax, and you too will be an expert by the end of this.
Welcome to Para Taekwondo.
This amazing sport reflects three important principles.
Equality.
All athletes have an equal opportunity to compete.
Respect.
The athletes respect each other and the sport.
Skill. The sport displays incredible skill and technique.
Athletes compete
In classes based upon their impairment.
This ensures equal and fair competition.
Taekwondo translates
as the art of kicking and punching. The sport sees two athletes compete in one 5-minute round.
Athletes win by stopping their opponent or by winning the most points.
The athlete with the highest points at the end of the round wins. There are no headshots in Para Taekwondo.
The sport has some amazing adaptations
To enable everyone to compete.
This is an exciting sport
That rewards skill.
Athletes get more points for spinning kicks, as these are challenging to land.
Taekwondo athletes wear a uniform which is called a dobok.
a chest protector,
Which is called
a hogu,
headgear.
Arm and shin guards.
and a mouth guard.
Inside the protective clothing is an electronic device that logs every point.
They compete on an 8-meter squared mat.
this sport is built in fair competition. The referee could give penalties when rules are broken,
Such as
going out of the ring with both feet,
Holding, grabbing.
or pushing hits below the belt.
Athletes win by stopping their opponent or by winning the most points.
Taekwondo is competitive,
But is founded on respect.
Athletes bow to each other.
Before and after every match.
This is an exciting sport based on skill
speed,
Athleticism,
and inclusion.
So there you go. You're now a fully fledged expert. The black belt is in the post. You're ready for a fight. And as we know, Friday night is all right for fighting as the referees come in. And of course, Milica, you're in the Olympic category. You've won the Olympics twice. As you see, Maria Espinoza,
yes.
former friend and rival now.
Absolutely, one of the greatest in this category. 3 Olympic medals. I think she's the second girl ever who did that.
That's
so
right.
She was amazing to watch. I think now she enjoys a new life with the para athletes. She's doing a great job. So shout out to Maria Espinoza.
No question, shout out to her. The team Mexico did so well at the Para-Pan American Games, most recently in Santiago, Chile. She was flanked there by Jana Alegria, former world medalist, and of course Mexican coach as well. So a lot of the Olympic coaches working now in the Paralympic side. Some slight differences, as you saw from the video. But who can make the difference in this one? Mariam Darai, or of course Angelica Espinoza. It's a popular name tonight, but Puerto Rico's, or I should say Peru's Paralympic champion, which is never easy to say, as we see Bjarne Johansen there, Danish coach, chatting Taekwondo. And we're about to do the same. You had a chance to watch the bronze medals. Obviously, we have Mariam Darai coming out, and of course, the Paralympic champion from Peru. So what about Darai in this one? What can she do to deal with the big occasion?
Well, I think this is the biggest occasion for her this year. She's fighting Paralympic champion, so it's not easy. Every time it can go both ways, but I think she looks really ready with the music on, really excited, and that's the right way to go. You have nothing to lose. You're in the final. You have a big champion in front of you. Just go for it. This is your opportunity to win gold medal.
I have to say, I love that with the headphones on. As you say, just getting herself focused. Last bits of encouragement from her coach, and she's going to need it. A big challenge. A couple of big wins for her against Izakova and Ekinci from Turkey and Uzbekistan, respectively. But of course, here she comes, the Paralympic champion, the Pan American Games champion, Angelica Espinoza. She fought about 10 days ago now in Chile.
Wow.
So it's been a big season for all of them.
Great season, great tempo, you know, two big competitions in such a short term. I think that's why maybe a lot of athletes are injured, not fighting in the bronze medal matches, final matches, but this is the end of the year. Just hold on a little bit more. Final match of the final tournament of the year. You're qualified for Paralympics next year, so I think you have to enjoy this kind of moments.
The wise words of Milica Juricic, enjoy the moments. And we're enjoying having you here in Manchester. It's nothing but a pleasure to share it with you. I can see Victor Munoz, the doctor there in the back left, just ready in case. Of course, the athlete's safety is paramount. As we get some encouragement from the Iranian team. And our centre referee brings them to attention here. And we have Mariam Darai against Angelica Espinoza. Peru in red, the team from Iran in blue. The colour they're looking for is gold. 5 minutes, you can see in the bottom left and right, gamjoms. If you get penalty points, if you fall over, if you run away, also if you kick to the head, you will get into trouble. We're just seeing there that our television graphic isn't matching the stadium graphic. So the stadium graphic is saying 2-0 to ABDOLLAHPOUR Darai of Iran. And we will keep you up to date. 2-1 now with the gamjom. And of course, Milica, a good start now, 4-1 up.
Great start. One front leg, one back leg, really fast. I'm loving the speed. She's aggressive. I think she's a younger fighter, and you can see that she wants to go for the gold medal.
She most certainly does want to go for the gold medal. You mentioned that youth, that delight, and of course, trying to work forward on the way through. And as we can see, it's 4-1. We're going to get that scoreboard adjusted for you. But trying to adjust our game plan at the moment is the Paralympic champion. She's pulled it back, 4-3 now.
Great momentum. She waited for her leg to go down and then back leg turn and kick the body for 4-3. For now, exciting match. But only 1 minute is gone, so we have 4 minutes left.
Yeah, we certainly do. It's about stamina, as you say, for the 5-minute stretch.
That was a nice attempt of spinning kick, but too far.
And of course, spinning kicks would give you 4. If you spin to the body, it's worth 4. If you do a back kick, it's worth 3. So there's a little bit of difference from the Olympic style, but no difference in terms of the quality. You can, of course, call for a timeout. Good little front leg attempt there from Darai, the Iranian. It seems that everyone from the Iranian national team, whether it's Olympic or Paralympic, can do that front leg perfectly.
Her front leg, right leg is amazing. You can see the speed, you can see the strength, and momentum is also good. She's waiting for her to finish her kick and then to kick. So still 4-3 lead. I think we have exciting 3 minutes more.
We certainly do. The excitement building. And we're moving into the business end of it now. coach happy with the work so far. Good control of the distance. So when we're mentioning here front leg and back leg, front leg the leg closest to it, like so, and back leg the one furthest away, but we're not too far away in terms of the scores on the board. 4-3. Just about the halfway stage now. Good back kick attempt.
Good back kick attempt. Good momentum. I don't know what is the problem now.
Yeah, I think
I'm trying for
maybe kicking low, perhaps,
probably.
after the back kick.
So the result is 5-3 now. That was Kamchung for the red fighter, but we continue.
Now the referee calling them gongyok, which means to fight, get in there. And as you can see, the score in the back of your shot there, 5-3 for blue. So Iran's Miriam Durai has the lead as the arm guard slips off. So sometimes, oh, there's a nice bit of sporting spirit there.
I agree.
As the fighters showing their quality. Well, we saw the little guide about fighting. They get stuck in.
Great timing for Iranian fighter. All the time doing movement and fake and just waiting for Angelica to finish her technique, to put her leg down, and then she kicks. So for her, now result is good, 7-3. We don't have much time left, 1 minute 45 seconds, but I think someone needs to use now the timeout card.
So says the voice of the athlete. Quite wise to get the rest, to try and come back, change the plan perhaps. 7-3 the scores on the board. Miriam Durai, regardless of the reputation, can she take out the Paralympic champion here in the final here in Manchester? A minute and 20 will tell us. We're moving into the business end now. Good back leg turn and kick there. Almost landing, still stays 7-3.
$9-3, I think now is the time maybe to use timeout or to change game plan, because 6-point lead is in 1 minute, it's a lot, especially when you earn only 3 points in the last 4 minutes. But maybe she, in her head, this is good result because she's qualified. She don't want to get injured. Maybe 11-3, great front leg from the Iranian fighter. She's just extending her lead in the final moments of the match. You can see that she wants gold. She started aggressive. 8-point lead is good enough for the win.
It most certainly is. The 8-point lead carrying the fight. And as you say, Angelica Espinoza knows that she's got at least the boarding pass to Paris at the moment. Does she want to pull back? Skies with the front leg to try and avoid getting the silver. Doesn't want to settle for that like a true champion. Firing forward into the last 20 now. Miriam Durai from the Iranian national team looking good now into the last closing stages.
I have to say, I admire the fitness level of these two girls. Yeah, this is the timeout now in the last 15 seconds of the fight, but 4.5 minutes of constant kicking and movement. It's amazing to watch.
That most certainly is. Full intensity, full power. And now the job of the coaches here. Well, she came in cool and calm with the headphones on, quite focused, and she's been excellent so far, Miriam Durai.
Absolutely amazing. You saw her from the first seconds in the start of the match, scoring with a good tactic, good game plan. Even though she's young, she held it until the last second. So this lead, for me, I think it's impossible to turn. So gold medal for Iranian fighter.
Yeah, it's early to call it, as you say,
yeah.
8-point gap. But with just about, well, as we can see on the scoreboard there, it's pretty difficult now, as you say, for Angelica Espinoza to pull it back. She's being conservative, she's being calm. Thoughts of Paris next summer? Who wouldn't want to think of that? The Paralympic Games beckoning as we move towards the last 10 seconds now. Up on her toes she goes. Good shot though. Miriam Durai closing it out, 15-3. Huge score, huge scalp. Good response from Espinoza down the stretch. 10 points of a difference. And she will limp onto the podium. And Milica, that's a feeling you know very well.
Yeah. I feel happy for her because we saw in the last 5 minutes she was really good. We can see that she's young. She's younger than the Paralympic champion, but she faltered her